Hello guys, today we are going to discuss the topic which is the 2022 NEET paper analysis, the previous year NEET paper. What are the challenges and difficulties in this paper, and what are the easy questions? Okay, we have to go quick into this paper. Guys, the question is, which one of the following is which one of the following is correct match for disease? Okay, for the disease, these are the diseases here. The muscular dystrophy is one of the disease, and arthritis, tetanus, and myasthenia gravis. These are the 4 diseases, guys. Okay, the disease and correct match is what? Okay, if come to the muscular dystrophy here they are saying autoimmune disorder. Muscular dystrophy is not autoimmune disorder. Okay, it is about the skeletal muscle reduction. Okay, yeah. Arthritis is inflammation of joints. Yeah, it is absolutely right answer. The tetan is the calcium level causing rapid span. Mean, guys, if the calcium level are there in the muscle, there is no muscle going to die. Tetany mean muscle going to die, which is due to low calcium levels are in low. So this was wrong. And myasthenia gravis, it is the genetic disorder here is telling resulting the weakening of the paralysis. No, it is wrong. It is the disorder which is autoimmune disorder. Okay, this is inter-exchange, guys. Inter-exchange, which is 1 and 4 is the inter-exchange. Okay, yes. If come to the second question, which of the following is not function of conducting part of the respiratory system? Very easy question, right? Very easy question. First one is memory based, second one is thoda understanding based, which is the respiratory tract. Okay, this is the respiratory tract. Trachea is the which is the part directly enter into the lungs. Trachea is, there are divisions in the trachea, which is bronchi and bronchiole are there, the divisions of the trachea. So guys, just look into this. Air, if they enter into the trachea, that is oxygen, that can reach finally lungs, alveolus. So if they finally reach lungs alveoli, from the alveoli they can enter into the blood, right? So the blood enter into the alveoli sac to the oxygen enter into the blood, which is alveoli sac to the blood vessel. This is the conduction, this is the exchange part. So up to reach alveolus, that is gas directly conduction phase. Mean, first option, provide surface for the diffusion and carbon dioxide, oxygen. Guys, conduction phase, they do not exchange the gas, where the conduction phase. Okay, yes, and it's clear inhaled air into the foreign particles. Conduction part, of course, it is clear inhale the foreign particles, but not absolute right answer about it. Okay, third one is inhaled air is humidified. Okay, fourth one is temperate inhaled air brought to body temperature. This is absolutely wrong answer. So here in the respiratory system is not functioning of the conduction part. Conduction part, they do not inter-exchange the gases. This is the right answer, which is first one, guys. First one is the right answer. Conduction phase, they do not exchange the gas. Okay, So, it is not the right answer, which is the surface, they provide diffusion. Diffusion is wrong. This word is wrong, where the conduction phase is going to take place. That can be conduct only, no exchange, no diffusion. The process called from the alveoli sac to blood vessel, the gas exchange process called diffusion. Okay, diffusion not at all conduction. Yeah, guys, next question. Here, like habitat loss and fragmentation, over exploitation and alien species invasion, co-extinction. These all words are negative in nature, right? Negative in nature. So, guys, just look into this. This is the topic about biodiversity. Biodiversity. Biodiversity, loss of the biodiversity. Natality is population interaction. This is the topic is population. Population. And population explosion is increase the population level. Competition is population interaction. Population interaction. So, just look into this, the over exploitation. Population, can anybody over exploit? No, population never be hidden. The alien species, of course, they can affect in the population, but certain species only. Okay. Biodiversity loss is the absolute answer, guys. Very easy question from the topic biodiversity. It is a small topic, but there is a one question in the NEET. Okay. Yes. Exoskeleton of arthropods composed of, yeah, there is endoskeleton and exoskeleton. If come to the vertebrates, endoskeleton, the skeleton is calcium carbonate. They are internal, they can protect the internal organs. Okay, that is endoskeleton. But exoskeleton is there in the invertebrates. Invertebrates. But here this is not made up of calcium carbonates. Okay, this is chitinous layer. There are plates, guys, in the segmented body of arthropods. Segmented body of arthropods, they made up of plates. Such plates called scleroids. Just look into this. This is the plate and this is the plate which is up and down. This is the ventral plate, this is the dorsal plate, and two side plates, guys, two side plates. Okay. They are connected by a layer. They are connected by a layer called Ardovian layer. They are connected by a layer called Ardovian layer. This is the plate structure of the segmented body of the arthropod. This is posterior, yeah, this is the ventral part of the plate, we can call stergum. Dorsal part of the plate we can call sternum. The side parts are we can call pleura. They are connected by a layer is Ardovian layer. This is all over we can call exoskeleton, guys, exoskeleton. exoskeleton. Because of this segmented body, each segment has this condition called exoskeleton. Because of this exoskeleton in the animal kingdom, there is a huge population of insecta class. Class insecta highly developed. Class insecta is highly developed. In the animal kingdom, okay, this is what about the exoskeleton. Guys, here just look into answer. The exoskeleton of arthropods composed of chitin, guys. This is chitinous plate. Chitinous plates called sclerites. 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 Chitinous plates called sclerites. This is absolute answer, guys. Chitin, fourth one. Sorry, fourth one is the chitin answer. Okay. Yeah, they misguide here cutin. Cutin not answer at all. Okay. Yeah, this is like in the hurry of your paper, you may answer third also, but that is chitin. Okay. Yeah, here this is the question, look into this, very easy. Guys, under the normal physiological conditions, human being 100 ml of oxygen blood deliver how many into the tissue? If the 100 ml of the blood, they can carry oxygen, okay, 100%. They can deliver into the tissue how much? Guys, this is the lungs. Lungs has 100% oxygen. From the lungs they can reach blood, right? Blood. If the 100% oxygen enter into the blood, this is oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood. This oxygenated blood, they finally reach tissue. There is a blood cells, RBCs contain a pigment called hemoglobin. They can carry the oxygen. Hemoglobin structure is like 2 alpha chains and 2 beta chains, guys. Each chain has carry one oxygen, mean each like 4 chains, 2 alpha chains and 2 beta chains, they carry the 4 oxygen, guys, 4 oxygen molecules. 4 oxygen molecules they can carry. At the end of the time, if they reach the tissue, 1 oxygen molecule they can release. Only 1 oxygen molecule they can release. Remaining 3 oxygen molecules they can again to reach the blood as deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood also contains 75% of oxygen. Because of 1 molecule deliver here, remaining 3 molecules they can again to return into the deoxygenated blood after metabolic activity going to take place in the tissue. So guys, here 100% oxygen mean 20% oxygen is there in the atmosphere, right? 20% mean 20% of oxygen in the atmosphere. Like here how much oxygen deliver? 100 ml of the blood. 100 ml of the blood contain 20 ml of oxygen. 20 ml of oxygen. In the 20 ml of oxygen, they can carry each chain 5 ml, right? 4 chains alpha, beta, two alpha chains, two beta chains, they can carry 5 ml each chain, 5 ml. So, one chain can deliver oxygen, mean 5 ml can deliver. So, here the answer is 2 guys, 5 ml. 5 ml of blood they can deliver in the end of the tissue guys. Yes. Next question, natural selection where the more individual acquired the specific character value other than mean character value leads to. Guys, this is the evolution question. Evolution question. This is the respiratory question guys. First question is the respiratory system. This is evolution questions. Just look into this. It is the topic about natural selection guys. Evolution, natural selection. Natural selection. Nature can be select the species who has favorable condition they can adapt. Okay, the species they can adapt the favorable conditions of the nature. Nature can be select and further survival. So just look into this, the population which is the previous ancient population, the height of the person, human being 10 inches. Is the persons are survive now? No. The average person's height in like in the earth is, it is about 5 to 6 feet. Okay? Yeah, this is the natural selection. More than 10 feet there is no human being survive here. This is what? There is a transformation. Transformation is going to take place one condition to the next condition, where the species they can adapt to the favorable condition of the environment, they can survive. This is about nature, natural selection. Nature can be select. So what happened here? Nature can select selection where more individual acquired their specific character. If they acquired, this is not random change. Absolute wrong answer, right? Wrong answer. Directional change, stabilizing change, no. If they stabilize, what they can change here? Disruptive change, no. It is absolutely directional change guys. One direction to next direction. This is the previous era, the like average height 10 feet of course in previous generation. Now generation it is coming to the 6 feet, 5 to 6 feet. So the change, the direction will be changed, right? They can move. So this is the directional change. Yeah, next question. It is very easy taxonomy questions. The order here, the hierarchical order arrangement, they did ask hierarchical arrangement. Just look into this. Kingdom, after kingdom there is a order? No, it is absolute wrong. Kingdom, okay. Phylum, okay. Class, okay. Order, okay. Family, okay. Genus, okay. Species, okay. This is absolute answer. Nothing to worry about this question. Okay? Yes. Which of the following animal is digestive tract is chambers like crab and gizzard? Where we can see crab and gizzard in the insects and birds. Insects and birds, they have crab and gizzards. They can only fly, insect and birds. Here, just look into this. Chameleon is the insect? No, it is reptile. Absolute wrong answer. Bufo is frog. This is absolute wrong answer. Amphibian. Katla is fish. This is absolute wrong answer. So the right answer is first one. Pavo, like this is pavo, parrot, and this is like birds, this is crow, birds, okay, peacock, these are the birds, guys. Yeah, next, this is very simple question. 8 Drosophila in a laboratory population of 8 died. Among 8 died. 8 died. Okay. What is the population of individual of Drosophila per week? So 8 by 80 is equal to 0.1. So answer is absolutely second one. There is no analysis in this. Okay? Yes. Which of the following function is not performed by secretion of salivary glands? Yeah, salivary glands function is to digest carbohydrates. Carbohydrates nothing but there is a chain which is carbon hydrogen molecules, right? It is the long chain, guys. Initially it is long chain, okay. This is a long chain breakdown initially in the mouth with the help of the saliva. So if the long chain, they can break into the disaccharides. So no digestion in the disaccharides. They can convert it into the disaccharides, not digestion in the disaccharide. If the converted into the breakdown converted into the disaccharide, they reach the stomach. In the stomach, they can digestion of the disaccharides. Control of the bacterial population, no. They can produce mucus, lubricant. Okay, of course, they can reduce the bacteria. They can kill the bacteria, but not control the population. Digestion of complex carbohydrates. Yeah, of course, this is lubrication of oral cavity. This is absolute right answer. Lubrication of oral cavity. Yeah, here just autoimmune disorder is a condition where the defense mechanism recognizes its own cells, foreign bodies. Autoimmune disorders is a condition where the body defense mechanism recognizes the cell as foreign bodies. Absolute right answer. Rheumatoid arthritis is a condition where the body does not attack its own cells. It is wrong answer. Rheumatoid arthritis is the autoimmune disorder. It is the autoimmune disorder. It kills its own cells. So second answer is absolutely wrong. Does it mean here second correct? So it is wrong. The statement second is incorrect, first statement is correct. This is right. No, this statement 1 and statement second is wrong. Here the fourth one is correct, guys. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Yes. Nitrogenous waste excreted in the form of pellet. Yeah. Guys, salamander, it is not a birds. Birds can excrete. Birds can excrete uric acid as nitrogenous waste. Here this power is the bud. Hippocampus not bud. This is not bud. Very simple question. Okay. Yeah. Detrivorous break down the detritus into the small particles. This is process called decomposition, fragmentation, catabolism, humidification. Guys, detrivores, one of the detrivores, earthworm. This is earthworm, they can break down the particles into the small fragments. So this is one answer. Second one is the answer. Okay. Next, which of the following is not connective tissue? Connective tissue. Guys, neuroglia, it is the nervous neural tissue, adipose tissue. Blood is the connective tissue. Cartilage is the connective tissue. Adipose is the connective tissue. This is, neuroglia is not connective tissue. Tissues are 4 types: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, neural tissue. In this way, neural tissue, neuroglia is not connective tissue. Tegmina in the cockroach arises from, in the sclerites of cockroach, there is a plates, exoskeleton plates, sclerites. I will explain it in the right way, guys. No worries about it. Tegmina is the, guys, this is the tegmina, like flying wing, which is developed from the mesothorax, guys. Mesothorax is the answer. Mesothorax is the answer. Yeah. Which of the following is present between the adjacent bone of the vertebral column? Adjacent bone of the vertebral column. Yeah, just look into this. Smooth muscle, they can adjust? No. Smooth muscle do not attach bone even. Very wrong answer. Absolute wrong. Cartilage between the adjacent of bone. Intercalated disc, they between the vertebral column, guys. Which of the following is present between the adjacent bone of the vertebral column? Intercalated disc or the vertebral. Guys, areolar disc, they do not attach bone. Cartilage, white fibrous cartilage. White fibrous cartilage, they can connect the intercalated discs in the vertebral column for the a little flexibility. This is answer, guys. Okay. Yeah. Which one of the like stage of the oogenesis process initiated? Yeah, oogenesis process initiated in the male. There is a like gametes which is produced after puberty. In the female, embryonic development, the stage which is the follicle, Graafian follicle developed where the stem cells started in the embryo. Stem cells, they can produce gametes. So, in the females, in the embryonic development itself, they can produce oogenesis process, guys. This is important, very important. Follicles release after puberty. Yeah. Okay, this is very excellent question, guys. Innovation. Innovative question. After you become doctor, you can innovate on the stem cells. This is most important question in the NEET. Yeah. Given below the two statements, one is the spermatogenesis, the process of formation of sperm in the spermatogonia. First one is the release, this is the first one, the release of sperm into the seminiferous tubule is called spermiation. Yeah, of course, right. The spermatogenesis is the process, spermiogenesis is the process of formation of sperm into the spermatogonia. From the spermatogonia, formation of sperm called spermatogenesis. So, second, spermiogenesis is the wrong answer. First is correct, second one is wrong. So, final is answer. One minute, guys. Guys, just look into this. Given are the two statement, one assertion, one reason. Yeah, assertion. All vertebrates are chordates. All chordates are not vertebrates. All vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. Of course, all vertebrates are chordates. All vertebrates are chordates. Yes, vertebrates are chordates, right? But all chordates are not vertebrates. Yeah, all chordates are not vertebrates. Wrong, it is also correct. Some are different, right? Some chordates are not vertebrates. Some chordates are not vertebrates. This is right answer. This is the right one. Reason: notochord is replaced by vertebral column in the adult vertebrates. Yeah, of course. Notochord in the adult vertebrates, notochord replaced by spinal cord. Notochord is replaced by spinal cord. So, vertebrate meaning spinal cord, 1 or 2 correct. 1 is correct, but R is correct. Both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. Of course, second one is answer. Very simple. Yeah, in situ conservation refer to. Conservation refer to the biodiversity. Conservation refer to the biodiversity. It is only not come to the biodiversity, not only extinction species, no, it is about the conservation of biodiversity of all species, protect and conserve the whole ecosystem. Only is wrong, only is wrong. If the only word come into the picture, just be careful, guys. Okay? Yes. List 1 and list 2, which is diaphragm, contraceptive pills, ultrauterine devices, lactational amenorrhea. Guys, just look into this. If you know what exactly, first go through that. Diaphragm, they can inhibit plantation phagocytic absence of menstrual cycle. Yeah, it can be black. the cervix and block the entry of sperm. Contraceptive pills, what they can do? Inhibit the ovulation and implantation. Inhibit the ovulation and implantation. The pills which they can use, they can not implant. Okay? Yes. Lactational amenorrhea mean it is produce progesterone, absence of menstrual cycle and ovulation following parturition. Ultrauterine devices increase the phagocytic of sperm within uterus. This is the answer, guy. Very simple. Okay? Direct questions. Read ask direct questions. Yeah. Incorrect statement. Just you have to locate incorrect and correct, guys. This is very dangerous while you are in the tension. I did make mistake in my exams like this only. Okay, incorrect and correct. I did not read clear. Guys, here look into that. Impulse transmission across the chemical synapse is always faster than across the electrical synapse. Guys, look into this. In the nerve conduction and impulses, this is a now axon end. Where the axon end, there is another nerve started with the dendrite. This is the axon end. Where electrovolt mean voltage gated channel open. In this condition, sodium enter the resting potential, which is -70, going to change into the -60 threshold potential. Okay, this can conduct the wavelength of nature of the electrical signals in the conduction. This is the junction which is chemical synapse which is postsynaptic place and presynaptic. This is presynaptic. So here a chemical release, the end of the axon chemical release, that is acetylcholine. The chemical name acetylcholine. They can encourage the calcium release from the axon. They can encourage calcium release. Then calcium gated channel open for the conduction of nerve impulse. So here the chemical synapse is always faster than electrical synapse. Guys, chemical synapse, there is a gap here. This is not faster, this is the faster. So first statement is wrong. The membrane of presynaptic and postsynaptic neurons, the close proximity and electrical synapse. Electrical current can flow directly from the one neuron to the next into the other neuron across the electrical synapse. Chemical synapses uses neurotransmitters. Of course, these are all correct. There is a chemical, this is the neurotransmitter, chemical, acetylcholine, neurotransmitter, they can release. Electrical current can flow directly from the one neuron to the other neurons through the electrical synapse. Of course, presynaptic, postsynaptic neurons, close proximity. Of course, there is a close proximity. There are certain chemical release in the synapse. Okay, in the nerve conduction and impulse, this is the most important topic for the NEET, guys. Okay, yes. Next question. Which one of the following is state not true? It is also negative word, not true. Flippers and of the penguin and dolphins are pair of the homologous. No, their origin is different. Origin is different means structure different. Structure different but work same. So in this way it is analogous. So first statement is wrong. No need to go next statement. Yeah, here just look into this. This kind of questions very easy, guys. Glucose is nothing but it is the storage product. The glucose stored as a form of glycogen. Globulin is the protein which is antibody or biocatalyst or hormone. We will look into that, okay, by the process elimination. Steroid nothing but it is the hormone. Thrombin is a biocatalyst, so globulin is the antibody. Got it? Yes. And here just look into this. Yeah. Which one of the following is not affect the parathyroid? From the pituitary, they can release parathyroid. It stimulates the process of bone reabsorption. It stimulates the process of bone reabsorption. Not here, it is also negative word, not. Decrease the calcium level in the blood. This is not, guys. They can always encourage, increase the calcium levels. And the reabsorption of calcium by the renal tubule, of course, reabsorption is going to take place. Second one is wrong. Decrease the absorption of calcium. It is always increase the absorption. Increase metabolism. No, it can be slow down the metabolic activity. So, B, D, E is wrong. B, D, E. B, D, E. Second one is wrong. Okay? Yes. Which one of the following statement is correct? Here it is a positive word. Okay? Increase the ventricular pressure causes the closing of semilunar valve. No, it is wrong. The function of the heart, guys. Very simple. IPA question also there. AVN node generate action potential, stimulate the, this is absolutely wrong, fake. SA node, right? Pacemaker. Pacemaker of heart. SA node. So, tricapsid and bicapsid valves open due to the pressure of this is the pressure is simultaneous of atria. No, this is also wrong. There is no pressure created in the atria. The blood moves freely from the atrium to ventricle in the joint systole. This is the right answer. This is the right answer. Okay? You can go through the heart function and structure once. Okay? It may confuse you. In this chapter, especially ECG most important, guys. ECG. This is also relevant. ECG, heart sounds and cardiac muscles. These are the important in the circulatory system. Guys, maths, it is very easy, right? Whatever you know well, first go through that. Bronchioles. Bronchioles is in the trachea, ciliated epithelium tissue. Goblet cells are the glandular tissue. Tendon. Tendon, it is adipose tissue, tendon. Adipose tissue, loose connective tissue. Tendon is the dense, regular connective tissue. Very simple. In the structural organization. Structural organization question. Okay? Guys, all over the topic questions is over. The paper which is 2022 today is PYQ is completed. Tomorrow we will going to analyze the next another sequence of PYQs. Guys, PYQs will give you the strategic plan where you have to focus. Okay? Thank you so much.